Record in process. Recording in process. Hey, dailies across the world. Look, we're going to talk about why the law of attraction doesn't work. Now, just a quick major salute to all those that have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to go ahead and do that. We're on the road to 1,000, 1K subscribers. We're ahead of schedule. We were hoping to hit 1K in September, but hey, it's June. It is June. Let's get straight into it. And of course, TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, make sure to go on TikTok. So, why the law of attraction does not work. And I'm going to share this with you right now. Let me give you some context. Growing up in South Africa until the age of 24, right? 24, I always said, hey, I want to live overseas. I want to come overseas. Didn't know where I was going to go, but Canada was, of course, number one because family is over here in Canada. Now, let's come to the topic, why the law of attraction does not work. And I tell you why. This is a trap that it's so, it's so sneaky. And if you don't catch it, you will be caught up in the lie. You'll be caught up in the lie. We're going live also right here on TikTok. Lekasana here, sorry for you. It's good stuff there. So we'll definitely come here to TikTok. Hey, check out the latest video that I've made. I need your help. I need your help on TikTok. I need your help. Go to my page, the latest video I made. So if I had to just think about it, if I had to use just law of attraction to bring me over to Canada, I would be thinking about it. I would be saying affirmations. And maybe you find yourself in this situation right now where you are saying affirmations. You at night before going to bed, you're listening to things, you're listening to affirmations, you're listening to meditations, guided meditations. Throughout the day, you're making sure that you are in a good state, you are in an abundance mindset. This is all the things that law of attraction and the content of the law of attraction teaches. You've got to become it in order to have it, right? You've got to have the mindset. You've got to have the abundance mindset. But the reason why this doesn't work is one simple sentence. And I'm glad you are on here because this is some good stuff right here. It's one simple sentence. And it's found in the good book, right? It's found in the Bible. And the Bible says, and catch this, it says, faith without faith without work is dead. So in other words, faith, aka law of attraction, without the work, in other words, aka the action, is dead. Now maybe you find yourself in a situation right now where you are doing all the things that the law of attraction preaches. Maybe you are meditating. Maybe you are remaining in a state of gratitude in order to be in a high vibrational state. You're doing all the things. I want to encourage you. And I actually want to, if you're on this channel and you follow me, I actually want to demand that you incorporate the second half of the equation. The second half of the equation, which is the action piece. You see, if I could just think about it, hey, I'm going to be overseas. Hey, I'm going to quote unquote date an international woman. That was something in my young brain that I was thinking about. If I was saying, hey, I wish I can join the armed forces. I wish I can have a body, a great physique. I would be in a state of misery. And maybe you find yourself in this state right now where you're doing everything in terms of the mental piece, in terms of the inner game. I want to encourage you to add in the second half, which is the action. This was a game changer. The action for me, what helped me, and I tell you what, I was reading the book Awaken the Giant Within from Anthony Robbins at the time. And the first chapter in that book, whoo, was the tipping point for me. And the title of that first chapter was Massive Action. Now, don't quote me on that, but that was essentially the theme of the first chapter. And essentially, the theme of that chapter was, in order to get massive results, you've got to take massive action. And my massive action was to do the research online on how to come to Canada, was to put the application in. You know what I mean? For me, if I didn't have that second piece of the equation, I would have always been in the state. And maybe you find yourself in the state right now where you're just thinking about it. You're just meditating about it. You're just putting affirmations on it. I want to implore you, take massive action. If I had to base all, like my whole life on one principle, if they said, Randall, you just had one principle, if I had to say it being based on one principle, it would be take massive action. Because I tell you what, if you and I are constantly in the state of desiring and wishing and thinking about it without the action, progress, progress is not inevitable. And this is my desire for you, is that we might incorporate both. We might have the massive action, or rather we might have the inner game, we might have the faith, we might have the law of attraction techniques and tips, knowing that things are going to work out, but at the same time, we've got to take that massive action. This might sound like a simple video, but this was a game changer for me. It changed me because everything that I have in, like right now, it's not just thinking about it, but it's really taking that step and taking that principle that says in the Bible that faith without work is dead. Let's incorporate that work aspect, and I promise you, you're going to see results. Now, whether the results is in a good way or a bad way, either way, you're going to receive results. And Tony Robbins always says that the key to happiness is not a fast car, not a big house. The key to happiness is progress. And for me, the part that really hits that progress piece is the action. But hey, we don't want to beat a dead horse right now. That's my key for you today. Look, let's take that massive action. And remember, like we always say, we're not here just to survive. We are here to thrive. And until next time, peace. Bow. TikTok. Econo for you. Let me just end this recording. Boom, boom.